Well, now, you're about to be possessed by the sounds of Rob Bass and DJ Easy. Rock, rock, rock.
Hit it.
Yeah.
Moose can do the high notes. You got that button for the high notes.
Whoa.
Doom.
All right, let's get a countdown going here. We're gonna count down for our. Let's do a little countdown.
All right.
The show will start. Here is the countdown. 5, 4. Oh no, that's not the countdown.
That's not the countdown.
Hey, you know, Moose, for old times' sake, do the movie man's voice. Do one of those.
The movies, man. That's my normal voice. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dude, we haven't heard one of those in a while.
I don't know what to say. I gotta have a script. You provide me with the script, I'll say it. That's
summer of 2024.
All right, ready?
That's the whole script.
That was it. Oh, nowadays that they're kind of short like that, you know?
Yeah.
They're not like they used to be. They used to be better, is what I'm saying. Than what they are now. Now they just go, coming Friday. That's all they say.
It was
they
COVID.
show the whole trailer and it's like
COVID covered.
Check your local stations.
All right, we got here. Mike, you good with the booth over there, Mike?
Magic Mike is in the booth.
Magic Mike,
yes, I am.
Jaguar colors. I love it. Thank you, Magic Mike. I know you're a big fan.
I am a huge fan of the Jaguars. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
So for those who don't know, we got the head coach right at the top. Coach,
how you doing?
Nice to see you, Coach.
Good to see you.
You got the OC, offensive coordinator over there in the yellow, drinking his drink. And that's it right there.
Yeah.
Defensive coordinator right here.
Yeah, defensive coordinator. Thank you.
So we're taking questions. Go ahead.
We're taking questions. You have any questions?
Sir in the back. What is it? What'd you say? Okay. Yes. Yes. We. That's for you, Coach Moose.
I think that was for Magic Mike. I'm pretty sure.
I want to know why our defense couldn't stop Washington. That's what I want to know. What was up with that?
I'm not sure. What's going on, Rob Clark? There he is. Rob Clark with the question in the back. Oh no, just a statement. I'm sorry.
What's up? What's up?
So to answer the question back out, sometimes you just have to make the decisions that work and some that don't work, and we'll learn what worked today and what didn't work, and we'll come back next week.
I love that. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, so to answer that question, they're
0-1, like the rest of the AFC.
So the reason for that, Rob, is that next question.
Well, the AFC South is just horrible. Did I say OFC? The AFC South is just horrible. There's not a win team, and two of them played.
Yeah, what is it? 2 ties?
Yeah, and they played against each other.
But can I tell you that tie thing's got to go? Listen,
I don't know how we still have that. Yeah,
sudden death. You play till he's done. Play till somebody scores.
If college can do it, the pros can do it. That's what I say.
Absolutely.
Like tie. Who wants a tie? Nobody wants a tie.
And if you're not good enough to play through it, then you should be playing. That's what I say.
Hey, the Cowboys started out good, lost their quarterback already. Season's done.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Dak already hurt his finger. That's good. He's out for 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, nice. I didn't realize that.
I was just giving that update for Mike.
Oh, okay. That's Tampa. Tampa beat them, right? Tampa.
Yeah, Tampa did beat them.
Yeah,
Tom Brady, the man with a plan.
He threw. I think I don't know what the games. I don't even know who's Tom throwing to. I don't even know.
Who cares? Doesn't matter. He's been throwing to different people all his career, man. He's been able to make a success out of it.
Yeah.
That's another podcast, though. I think.
Yeah. That's after. Is that after or before? I don't remember.
That's before the 7 o'clock podcast.
Oh, okay. Got you. I get it confused. Do so many. Man, so busy week. Got a lot to talk about.
Busy week. We could fill this plate up all day today, but we decided to go with just a few instead of the whole kit and caboodle.
You got some show? We're gonna do some show and tell. I got some show and tell.
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah, you guys got it.
Magic Mike, you got something. I know you said you did, so go.
Please. I got a couple of things. You want me to go first?
Yes, please.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because I don't want you to be like, oh, I don't have much.
Time's ticking, man.
I don't have anything to show anymore. That's what he's gonna say.
You got 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
I got 2 big long blades I got to show. So hurry up.
All right. So picked up a couple things. I was at Disney World here recently. And of course,
That's all the time we got. Go Moose. Moose, go
a
ahead.
couple things. And here's one of them right here. So this is one of the lightsabers. This is Rey's.
That's Rey's. Yep.
Yes. Rey's lightsaber.
It's nice
Pretty
and
cool.
heavy. It feels good, doesn't it?
It's got some great weight.
Yeah.
I love it. So it's
that's nice.
It's just cool. It's got some little things that stick out here to make it a little fancy, you know.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Give him some music, fancy music.
Oh, let me give fancy music. Hold on, let me see what I got here.
All right,
fancy music.
so then I picked up. I have to show the whole piece of this because this is just the sound itself, right? You know that sound.
Oh yeah,
that's Vader all day.
Vader, yes. Classic Vader. I love it.
These are incredible. Just love it. Oh, what was that? Oh, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, he talks to you. He talks to you.
It does. Now, all right, you sitting down for this? You guys sitting down?
I'm always
standing.
sitting.
I'm standing.
All right, this is gonna take just a minute. I gotta finish putting it together. So hold on.
So Moose, go. You go, Moose.
I didn't have the space. So
didn't have space. Oh man, what is this?
Yeah,
I got to get ready for this.
Space. What's going on?
Give him some music to put things together with. Can you do that?
All right, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that was quick. Put together quick.
Yeah.
Oh,
in case you're not sure what this is,
I know what that is.
Oh yes, we know what that is.
Look at him. He got both of them.
I
and
know.
Put them together.
That is crazy.
This is
crazy. So what Patreon are you on?
Not to get out your account. Don't worry.
Oh, I noticed. That's nice. That's good weight. Good weight.
Great weight, and you know, like the blade should be. It's a 36-inch blade, unlike somebody else who got the little baby blade for his. Is that you? You got the little 31 for yours?
I just picked up 2 36-inch blades on mine, Magic Mike, just so you know. Yeah, I got those. Just picked them up.
Yeah, well, we talk about 31. That's what we got, big blades, guys.
Moose got Game got a 31. I remember him saying, he goes, I wasn't gonna get 36, but I couldn't get on the plane. You got the 31 for your Cal Kestis.
No, I don't. I got the full blade. Moose sent it to me.
Moose, don't let him fool you.
I don't know what
we know better.
It was a golf club box is all I know.
Yeah. Anyway, what you got, Moose?
I had 2 blades, just 2 blades.
Okay. I know those 2 blades.
True. Actually, yeah.
Those 2 blades on the way.
No, actually, they're remaining here. It's crazy. I mean, if you got the right money, I can send some to you. Though.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it.
Did I show you these? Did I show you these? Did I show these already? Have you seen what that is?
You did not show them here. No.
No. Not in this forum.
Great. These are this is a Star Wars box. This is a shoe box. Rob, you like shoes? Take a look at this. Here we go.
Oh, he's gonna love these.
I'll open these up. They're brand new.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Never been worn.
Yep. There you go.
They're look at these bad boys. Boom.
Nice.
They're made by DC Shoes. I've never owned a pair of DC shoes, but these are great. They have a look. They have a pull the tongue up a little bit. You see the
show the bottom. The bottom's
the bottom has some.
That is the bombs are sweet.
The arborish music. I mean, arborish writing in. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. Very cool though. Very nice. Matches the jumpsuit for.
Hey Moose, how'd you do that?
X-wing. What did I do?
You put the words up there.
Yeah, no, that's part of this program is magic.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, he does have 3 arms.
That is funny. I do. Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, those are some great looking shoes. Moose, you showed those to us before. You sent a text to us. You're like, oh, I'm gonna pick these up. I was like, nice. I ended up picking me a different pair up, but same box though. But they're awesome. Yeah. DC came out with quite a few of them.
Yeah, they did.
They're all sold out now.
They're all sold out. So
exactly.
Don't try to get them new. You could probably get them new. You're just gonna pay a little bit more.
Yep, on the resale. Yep.
Take a look at this. So I did manage. I don't have the blade in, but look at this. This is what is this?
Nice.
That is nice.
So this looks familiar, but it looks different.
It does.
Yeah, this is of course Luke's reforged lightsaber, by the way.
Yes.
Reforged Skywalker is what it's called, I think. But anyway,
that's
very
nice.
cool. Very
that's
cool.
Nice. That's very nice.
Yeah, well, the story, obviously you guys know the story behind it. For those who don't, it was originally Anakin's, then it became Luke's, then it became Rey's, and that battle damage that's on it was when it was broken half from the last one. Yes.
Yeah. You see, that's why it's got the strap on.
Detail. That's
That's
nice.
a great lightsaber. I love that lightsaber.
Yeah.
Moose, Rob's asking you, what's this week's baseball cap?
Oh, this is Jaguars. We're 0-1. Welcome. Welcome to the club. That's all I got.
You guys got some nice stuff.
We're going to talk about some tech stuff a little later in just a moment, but I do want to tell you this. So as you guys know, I look at all of these wonderful things of trying to figure out what to buy. What do you get anymore? And of course, I'm a guy who takes digital notes, but I'm also a guy that likes to write stuff down. I like to write stuff down. And before we get started, I guess before I show you this, JP, welcome, JP. What happened to Disney's real lightsabers? Well, they are still there.
Mm-hmm.
They're not for sale yet. They're
and
coming.
It's only on the Galactic.
Only on the Galactic Cruise. Yeah. That's all. That's the only place you'll be able to see it. That may be the only place you might be able to buy it. Just so you know.
So
$3,000.
Exactly. They're gonna make money when you go in and when you step in the door. So. Anyway, I have another a notepad, and I can't remember who made it, but it was a reusable notepad. So this one you wrote in it, you could erase it, you could write it again, erase it. But the biggest thing, that's nothing new. It's called a pencil and a pad, right? But the interesting thing about that, and then what I'm about to show you is this is called a Thinker's Notebook, if you can tell there.
Yeah.
And it has some grids on it that can hardly see with a naked eye, but it's a pretty thick notebook. And there's an app.
The silver on the edges of the pages.
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, you see that? So it's a nice thick book. But what you can do is you write in this book, and then there's an app that you take the photo with, and it stores it in the app.
Wow.
So if you need to refer back to it, it's kind of cool. It uses the grid section in these notebooks. And this has a ton of pages. I don't know exactly how many, 250 or a little bit more than that. So
156. I just ordered it.
Oh, did you?
That's how much I like it.
It's very cool. And it's something that you can utilize over and over again. And that's how I like stuff like that. I like to be able to take notes and then have them hard.
Yes.
But also have the digital copy, and you can have that and it'll store there. And I think that's kind of cool. So anyway,
that is pretty cool. I love the fact that combining the paper and the tech piece. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, that's that. Let's get this party started. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Joining us in the chat room tonight. I appreciate it.
Yes. I like that movie magic you got going on there too, by the way.
What kind of movie magic?
What we got with the.
Oh, did you like that? Yeah.
Like that. That's
All
pretty
right.
cool.
All right. Let's get this started. Kind of like this. Hold on just a second. Oh, Cobra Kai season 5. Let's talk about just a couple of episodes. No spoilers. You know what's going on. It kind of sets the stage. Rings of Power episode 4 has come out. D23 Expo had their announcements. They have a lot of stuff to talk about there. And of course, the Apple event that took place has stuff to talk about. This week was full of stuff. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the stuff.
According to Wikipedia, a nerd is a person seen as overly intellectual, obsessive, introverted, or lacking social skills. Many so-called nerds are described as being shy, quirky, pedantic, and unattractive. We're here to prove Wikipedia right.
Oh, look who they let in.
This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. If it's fantasy, sci-fi, gaming, movies, interviews, we're talking about it. This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, and here's your host, Moose, Game God, and Magic Mike.
Welcome to Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. Episode number 360. You have the talented Mr. Magic Mike, the undeniable Game God, and the one and the only Moose. Welcome everybody to the chat room. Welcome. Sorry.
Love it. No, love it. I love it. Hey, we gotta record that. So you press the button and it's just
Okay, good.
automatic.
No, it should have. It was like it was all excitement, Moose.
Yeah,
Oh, hey, people know what it is. It's
if they know, they know. And if you know, congratulations.
hey,
If
it
you
moves
don't
me
know,
trust.
now you know.
Welcome, everybody that's joined us in the chat room on Facebook Live, YouTube, wherever you joined us. Thank you for joining in and talking to us. We do this every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. We have a lot of fun doing it, and we hope you enjoy doing it with us. Did I mention we were going to be somewhere a little bit next week? I can't believe it's next week. Can you believe it?
Is it? No, it's not.
It
We'll be
is.
in Salt Lake
Oh my
City, Utah, at Fan X, seeing the listeners and the volunteers, the booths, everybody at Fan X. We love to see everybody out there. But that's coming. That's next week. We'll be there for a few days.
Hey, I just got some disappointing news just right now as we start this intro.
What's that?
So the Marvel Anatomy book, remember that
Yes,
we had
it's pushed back.
it got pushed back to the end of October.
You got to be kidding me.
Yeah. I that bummed me out, guys. I can't live stream tonight.
Okay.
Okay. All
Well,
let's
have
go ahead and
fun.
take a moment.
See you guys later.
Yeah, we'll see you later on. No problem.
Yeah.
Thanks. Guys.
No, that's a cool book. I haven't pre-ordered it like you, but I did. I have it on my dock.
Listen, I think we're learning something here, Moose. If Game God orders it, don't order it.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
It's not coming. Just wait.
It's unreal. It is unreal, man. And then they try to sweeten the deal and say, "I will take $10 off. You can get it now for 76 instead of 85. $9."
That's a good. That's
There
a
you go.
decent deal.
All right.
Rob says, "Oh, I'll take care of that.
Can't find us on YouTube.
I'll take
You're
care of
there.
that."
Oh, we're there. Rob, I promise you, we're there.
Yeah. Podcast for sci-fi.
Yeah.
How do you spell that? How do you spell that?
P4FSS4. Yeah. But no, listen, this is a cool night. We get to talk about the stuff we love to do. There it is. Thanks. I appreciate it. I love when people send me money in the mail. Can I start by saying that? Because you never receive that as well. It's like Game God or anything. Oh, there it is. There it is. Game God. Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
I called it earlier.
Almost like he was in the room.
Almost like you were there, but you weren't.
Hey, whether it's cheap or it's expensive, it's still Steve Jobs.
That's true. Welcome to we want to start with the Apple event. I'm glad we talked about that. So let's start with Apple. I don't know if you know this, but Apple had an event. And if you have an Apple, you should be really excited about this, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pull up a couple of notes here because
Hey, while you pull that up, I'm going to tell you, Magic Mike wasn't on the last time when I mentioned this. I'm fully integrated in the Apple world now with my Mac.
So he picked up his Mac. He's using a Mac now for his right now for his computer.
I'm sorry, Moose. I just don't believe it. I don't. I don't believe that it's true.
Yeah,
he's got to prove it somehow. You got to prove it.
I'll tell you this. Of course, he's using the Mac. He's using the iPhone. He's using the iPad. He's fully integrated. He's got the Apple Watch. This guy came from an Android, which I never can understand. I don't. For all the Android users out there, I don't get it. I can't. I'm like, it's literally like two thumbs. You ever see people who like type with two fingers? Well, that's what it would be like me holding a Android. I go, I just don't know. It just looks uncomfortable.
It's funny. You got a message. You got a message together. Yeah. Look at Kenny. I shared with him a story.
Yeah, I could tell.
That's what I get. That's what I get.
I don't even
Moose,
know.
did you actually see Game God using this Mac that he says he has?
I've never seen it. No.
Okay. All right.
That's what he told me.
Okay.
So, what I was gonna say is based on man, that comment threw me off. Anyway, keep going, Moose. It threw me way off.
Let me add some things here because I received a message from somebody who said, "Oh my goodness, who is a longtime Android user who always downed the iPhone." It said that watched the event and was like, "Oh yeah, I see you there." Yeah. Who said, I think I might get an iPhone, and that's because the iPhone 14 is coming.
Anyway, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, some long. Hey, they're coming little by little. They come over.
There he is. Oh, Clark, good to see you.
Yeah, it's one of those things that when you make the change, you're just why wasn't I there already? I don't understand.
I agree. I'm with you 100% on it.
I just don't understand. I think that's the biggest thing, because I think we were always, prior to the Apple phone, everybody was Android.
Yes, that's
Because there
correct.
was no other choice, but it wasn't the Android that you're familiar with now, of course, but it was all Android based. And I once I went with Apple, I never looked back. It was just so difficult. Matter of fact, I think I've said this to many times, a story when we're talking about cell phones, but I used to use the Sidekick.
Yes.
That was a
T-Mobile
good
Sidekick.
Yeah, that was a great phone, by the way.
That was.
I wish I could use it again. I still have it, but it doesn't work.
that was an amazing. It was ahead of its time.
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
It really was. But anyway, Apple released they released 3 of their staple core products. It was the iPhone, of course, the iPhone 14 and many of its iterations, including a Pro Max version, which is what I'm waiting for before I can get it. I'm not going to just get the iPhone 14 or the 14 Pro. I'm waiting for the Pro Max.
How big is that Pro Max?
It's 6.7, which Game God will continually say that his is a 6.7, which it's not. It's actually a 6.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it right now for you.
Yeah, go ahead. It's actually 6.68, but okay, go ahead.
Ah.
I can tell you what it is. Anyway, it's a 6.7, so it's pretty big. But there is a redesign, so the notch looks like it's gone from the top of the phone, which is
really? Okay.
Yeah. They are still using the lightning cable from what I could tell. I didn't see any update for like USB-C. I did not see that. If I missed that in the event, then
I didn't see it either.
But their core products again. So the Apple Watch, which is the most used watch in the world, which they were proud to say that. They do have an upgraded watch coming out. It's the 8, but it is superb. It is an incredible piece. They also have a new AirPod Pro version 2 coming out. Does spatial audio and it maps your ear so you can see. So it does the spatial audio so good. Uses the phone to map your ear. That's kind of cool. But just a couple of highlights. iOS 16 is out. If you haven't updated your phone, go ahead.
Listen, that update is incredible.
Yeah.
I am truly impressed with that update, because usually when you get updates, like one little thing here, one little thing there,
Patch here, patch there, right?
Yeah, this one, the whole your screensaver, your background. Now it allows you to blur out the background and a screen. It is, and what I really dig is the focus modes, where you can really dive in there and pick who you want to talk to you, at what times you're going to sleep. But as simple as I describe it, it is monumental when you see it at work. It is really great. I love the new update.
Yep.
I have not done it yet, so.
Oh, you got to get that 16. It's really nice.
Yeah, I'll do that right when we get off the phone.
Hey, Cricket service hasn't got the update
yet. Listen, I got to talk about
Cricket's
this.
not a sponsor. We don't condone using or not using Cricket. It's just a joke. Magic Mike, go ahead.
I just want to say, I want to talk about that 14 for a minute, the iPhone 14, because specifically about the camera piece, because we're always looking for and talking about getting camera with stabilization, something that works very easy, and then you can upload to the internet. What's up, Dave? Samson's in the house. Wow, who is that?
Oh, who is that guy? Yeah, you notice his diamond went away.
Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness.
It's great to see you there, Dave. But this, trying to find the right camera that works for us when we go to cons, when we're doing anything, filming, and trying to get put our stuff up. But from what I could tell, what I've heard from our sources, and even from the event, this phone, this stabilization has taken the next step for sure. I think it's called like an action mode, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah. Listen, so there's a couple of things. One is that when we go to cons, we take a lot of pictures of attendees, the con attendees, and things like that. Celebrities, vendors, whatever. Look at James Simpson says, I knew you'd give me. Listen, here's the thing. When we go to cons, we usually carry a ton of equipment. So have you ever seen like the news media out somewhere and they have all this equipment? Well, that's kind of what we carry when we go to cons. I got news for you. It's not happening anymore. We're not carrying the big, heavy stuff anymore. Nope. And that's because we've figured out, one, they've come so far with your phone and your cameras. we're able to take a camera on the phone and it's as good or better and immediate results right then on the spot with whether it's video or whether it's still pictures. So we're able to use two things: a phone and some type of action camera we use for videos, and everything fits in your pockets or a small little bag. You don't have to lug around. We used to carry around this big DSLR camera, 5D Mark III, like it's huge.
We all carrying 2 backpacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Cameras on the side.
Yeah.
Switch it up.
So when we go to Salt Lake this coming week, we won't have these big cameras. Although when you see the big cameras, it's impressive. Trust me. It's expensive. Trust me, but it's not as impressive as the results from what you can do with phones nowadays. So the camera is absolutely gorgeous. By the way, the new phone has a great feature. There's been so many people who have gone and hiking or trekking or backpacking and have gotten lost. I can't believe how many people have done this. And they lost their way. And one of the features on it is that it when you do this, it retraces your steps and goes into a low power mode. So it'll tell you, it'll save the battery, and you can retrace your steps back to get where you need to go. If that's crazy. Not enough, if you get to a spot and you go, you know what, I got injured, I can't make it back. It has a new feature. So cellular phones use cell towers, and if they're in the middle of nowhere, you may not have cell towers. And it has a new feature on it though that can utilize a satellite like a satellite phone, and that's just a great thing. It's able to relay the messages that you need to a satellite, which would then relay the center that receives these messages, whether it's a 911 center or whatnot. And that's just an awesome thing. So people will not be getting lost if they have an iPhone and they remember this to use their backtrack or use the satellite SOS feature on it, which is just a remarkable thing. The new watch is incredible. The Ultra on it is just incredible. You can dive with it. You can do whatever you want to with it. It's an incredible piece of machinery.
Yeah, JP asks a question or makes a statement. Why don't people use a map and compass anymore? It's crazy. No, it's actually not crazy. People use modern technology. Yeah. Not that you can't have that as a backup or to use it if you want to use it,
but you really have to know how to use it, really.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Well, listen, at the end of the day, we always said, what more can you do with your phones? Well, we heard the question and we answered. So between cutting out camera equipment, making sure you don't have to use the stars to find your way back home, and making sure that someone's always listening. I think those are 3 major features that I'll take any day of the week.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I would even pose a question to JP. When's the last time you put a hands on a compass? Let me just ask you that. So
for directions, how about for directions anywhere?
Yeah.
And by the way, if you get hurt, the compass does you no good at all.
I do want to go on record here. Moose actually has atlases and roadmaps, so he knows how to use those.
Back up. But listen, that's only in the vehicle that it needs it. That's in the bug out bag. You gotta have one. By the way, so if you get hurt, JP, that compass does you no good. So that satellite feature is great, and it saves you a ton of money. By the way, remember these satellite phones. If you get a service or a satellite receiver at all to transmit, it's pretty expensive. Now, I know there's probably going to be some cost associated to have this, but you can simply turn it on your phone rather than buying a whole new piece of equipment to carry with you when you're backpacking or whatever. And by the way, works better when you're not backpacking. I don't want to bring anything down here, but there was a snowstorm that happened in the the Northwest some time ago. I don't remember where the guy was exactly at, but dad, mom, kids in the car. Dad left and was like, okay, I'm going to go and find help. They were stranded. He kind of made a circle around the car in a big thing. Didn't go anywhere. Anyway, he ended up passing away out in the snow. But looking for help, and a lot of these things can be life-saving. Not to mention the life-saving thing from the phone where it detects if you've been in a car crash. That's another thing. The new watch does the same thing. It detects if you've been in a crash. It calls for help. Anyway, I love it. I love it. I think
Kenny bringing up AAA. Oh my goodness. Yeah. What is going on?
Well, if you can't get a hold of them, you can't call AAA if they're not there. But anyway, I thought the event was pretty standard, but I thought the features were incredible from the new stuff. So
Yeah,
standard features with the phone, AirPods, and a watch. Nothing new, nothing groundbreaking as far as new technology there, except the features of the new phone.
But that's key though, Moose, because we've talked about before. Oh, a new phone's coming out. What do we have? Oh, it just looks this, or this is different. But no, the features are so key right now.
Yeah, if you guys get a hold of this phone, I know mine. I can't order mine until like the 16th. But if you get it, the camera is going to be superb, and the features of the camera are just superb. Just by the way, I think the f-stop on it, if you're a real tech nerd like I like to be, it's like a 1.7 or 1.5.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
I'm waiting for the 1.2, and that's going to be pretty impressive when it can get that. And if you know what that is, great. If you don't, just keep moving on. Just know you got a great camera.
Listen, I want to see what's impressive and what's AAA. The D23 event that was impressive.
D23, yeah.
That was impressive, and
Wow.
I consider that AAA. So much stuff in that event, so much stuff, and we can start pretty much anywhere. I mean, they covered everything from Pixar to Disney animation, everything and anything. But I want to focus on just a couple of key things, if you guys don't mind. I want to focus.
Start it off. Yeah.
I want to focus on some of the Lucasfilm stuff we saw.
Okay.
Start off with the end. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. I always thought that. Come on, man. If you're gonna give it to me, I'm gonna start. Yeah, I want to do the Star Wars stuff. All right, because you got all the thunder with the Apple stuff. So
the thunder.
I gotta tell you, on everything for me that they showed in the show, Star Wars Tales of the Jedi for me was the one that stole it for me.
Really?
As I watched this, Tales of the Jedi is an animation, 6 episodes, 6 standalone episodes that's going to come out October 26th. It follows the Ahsoka and Count Dooku. And for me,
yes.
So yes, thank you. I like to put a little spin on it because it's
interesting. You give the Spanish flair to it. I love
it. Exactly. There you go. Well, so what I'm really intrigued in is the Count. His story, because we don't know much about that.
Yeah, when you see him in this, and he's a young Count Dooku.
Yes.
And you see Qui-Gon. I butcher his
name.
I butcher him. Samuel Jackson's character is in there. I won't even try to butcher his. But what I really it felt for an animation epic, and I'm sitting there. I watched the trailer 2-3 times. And I'm like, oh man, this is the one right here.
Magic Mike, he's talking about the old Jedi Mass Window is what he's talking about.
Mace Windu.
Oh, is that what? Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then the Inquisitor, also the Inquisitor, amazing. Right?
Yes.
So this one for me was the for the Star Wars event piece was the one for me. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
I love the Star Wars piece. They introduced so much. I'm surprised you didn't stop there and just keep on going.
I'm giving you a couple.
Of course you are. Yes. So let's keep them with Star Wars. I mean, look, they announced the Mandalorian 3 or Mandalorian season 3 will be coming. That was no surprise, I don't think. But it was good to see it. It was good to see it actually in production and them landing on Mandalore. I thought that was great. Magic Mike, anything to add to Star Wars? No.
Yeah, absolutely. So to visit both of those, my specific piece to the Count Dooku is I really do want to see his story because I'm not familiar with it at all. So that part really interests me because you can kind of see where the trailer kind of gives a little hint to it of where you see him kind of start to go to the other side a little bit. And you're like, okay, this is where it happens. I want to see that live in an action. Absolutely. And then the Mandalorian piece, come on. How can you not be so excited? My problem is that it's not coming out until 23, right? So it's like, I want to see it now. It was so good, so exciting to watch the trailer for that piece. I just really want to watch them when they're in I call it a jump ship. They're in the ship. They're all ready to just drop down. It releases all of them and all their booster packs come on. You're just like, oh, this is so cool. Impressive. It was awesome. I was so excited to see Mandalorian season 3 come out. That stole it from me. Just that one little piece of the trailer stole it from me.
Well, and listen, let's not steal anything from Andor. Andor coming out September 21st. The 3. I'm hyped to see it. I know you all are. Yeah, well, I actually was a little disappointed. I thought it actually came out on the 8th. So I was like, where is it?
Yes.
Where is it? So, but yeah, from the Star Wars piece, that was for me. Those were the ones there.
Yeah, so Disney also announced that, of course, Pixar is coming out with another Inside Out. I thought that was pretty interesting. They had pretty good success there, I think.
Is that Zootopia Plus?
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting again. JP asking in the chat room, how powerful was the Emperor to lure 2 Jedis to the dark side? Pretty powerful, I think.
That's pretty
cool
powerful.
thing, I guess.
Absolutely.
Well,
You know,
I
Moose,
guess-
I
I guess
forgot.
we'll find out.
I looked at my notes, guys, and I just remembered for whatever reason I forgot about it. We all forgot about it. But Yaddle is also introduced. We get to see that.
Oh,
in,
yeah.
That's correct.
Actually on
He's got the
on
little-
film. So
He's got the comb over for,
Yeah, he's got the comb What do you guys think about Marvel?
Well, let's tie up some of these other things that people don't know that if you do or you may or may not. I'm not familiar with a whole bunch of things, which I won't go into. But there was also a Peter Pan and Wendy being announced.
okay.
and
Yeah.
that's coming. That by the way, that introduces what's his name into the mix. What's his oh goodness, what's his name? The British actor. Come on.
Nope. No, you're on your own on this one. Dog. Yeah. Go ahead, coach. You got it.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Next question.
And then you have yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. And then you have what's it called? Oh geez, Avatar, I forgot what the new one's called. The Way of the Water.
Yeah, The Way of the Water. Yeah.
So they talk about that and they release something there for the audience to see it. I'm like,
And by the way, Jude Law for Captain Hook.
Jude Law, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so with that being said, I mean, I'm like, okay, well that's not bad, you know.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Live action Snow White.
Yeah, you know, I'm not
Gal
so
Gadot
impressed with that.
as the evil queen.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, Little Mermaid's being redone, a live action Little Mermaid. That's what I'm saying. Just some of those things. It's like, and I see that JP he's wanting to talk about Secret Invasions. I'm not sure what he says about looks awful if he's referring to the Secret Invasion trailer.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll get to that.
Well, we're coming up on that. Thanks for moving us along. Appreciate that.
Well, you were and on all the other stuff. So I thought we needed something exciting, something.
Oh well, I mean, I was thinking of, you know, we can move on to Marvel if you like. I mean, you got Thunderbolts coming out. We kind of knew that there was a of course
Any
confirmation
surprises on the Thunderbolts cast?
a confirmation of having Fantastic Four coming out, which I thought that was good.
Yes.
To the final confirmation of that, and then having the director there.
What was
yeah,
that
Matt-
fifth confirmation on Fantastic Four? Was it the fifth one?
Right.
That they told us it was coming.
Something like that.
Yeah, it
It was
felt
like
like- it
Matt
felt like they
Shackman. Is that his
confirming
name? Matt Shackman, is that his name? That's the director. They pulled him they got him from Star Trek, but I think he did. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
Shackman. Yep, that's
I
Matt.
thought he did some of the
He did
Game of Thrones
WandaVision.
stuff.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
I'm
what he
thinking of
did.
somebody else.
That's what he did. Yeah.
He did WandaVision.
But I thought there was a bigger piece there, even than Secret Invasion, like JP's talking about in the chat room. I knew he wants to get to Secret Invasion. There was all hints about this Secret Invasion coming, but Indiana Jones 5, which we knew was coming.
Yes,
Correct.
Harrison Ford was there. He was pretty emotional. I thought it was pretty incredible.
that
he
was cool to see.
Yeah, he was crying.
Yeah.
And said this one's a good one. I have a feeling Indy's going to die in this though.
You think so?
I think
You
you're
think
right.
so?
Based on the way he was, I
Yeah.
think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it
Oh,
sets
man.
a character the
Mhm.
same way that Han Solo. I think they should go same. But anyway, so yeah, you got Secret Invasion, which, you know, they don't show too much of the trailer, so I can't say it looks awful. JP, all I can say is it's not what I expected. This isn't a movie. I don't think this is
No,
a
it's a series.
and I'm like, well,
It's a
how is this
series.
going to pan out?
Really.
Well, you know, and for me, I want to get excited about it because I know what it can be.
'Cause I know what it can do. Yeah.
Right? And I you know, I think there's going to be more that I'm hoping there's going to be more. I feel like I've had this conversation talking about every Marvel series. I feel there's going to be more. Yes, it's going to be great. And then we get disappointed. It has instances of some greatness in the trailer. Like I think there's some good parts in the trailer, right? It doesn't have I think why we think it looks awful is because it doesn't feel like an MCU movie or MCU show, I should say. And I think that's the piece where, but I think we've gone so far away from what an MCU show feels like that maybe we're lost. Maybe we don't know what it. If it was staring at us in the face, I don't think we would know what an MCU show is, because I think every single MCU series has been mediocre at best.
Yeah. You know,
go ahead,
I find it interesting that you guys are saying this, because I actually enjoyed the trailer. I felt like watching Nick Fury there. I felt like that it was coming back a little bit, because he brings a lot to the table, especially when you get the original Marvel the first few phases coming in. He was a big part of that. I felt like that was something that was coming back from seeing him there, and Maria Hill, his right hand.
Correct.
I thought that was really good. I am actually looking forward to this. I don't feel the same way that you guys do about this trailer.
I just feel there wasn't enough meat on the bone for a trailer.
I didn't want any more meat on the bone. That's what I wanted. I wanted the excitement of seeing Nick Fury.
That's probably the best thing, Magic Mike. I would tend to agree with you. I don't want to see too much, but I just didn't think that it not being a movie with just being a series, I feel that they may be missing something.
Well, they got some star power in there. I mean, they got some people in the series, but again, you're going back to, can they tell the story in a series? I don't know how many episodes they have. They didn't announce it, but I just feel like, I think at this point you do need to show a little bit more meat on the bone, because of all the other series haven't really delivered, and I think there's no secret on that. No pun intended.
No pun intended. I don't know, because we go back and forth. We don't want too much. Oh, we need a little more. I think this one was. Listen, I think this was just right.
That sounds like Game Guy, not me.
Yeah, no, I'm saying we do in general. We've all said it.
I never say that.
Listen, I think at this point, where we're at with the MCU universe and Phase 4 and all that, you need to give me everything at this point, because I feel like
not in a trailer. Come on.
Listen, at this point,
you know what he would be saying? If you saw it on the trailer, Gang God would be going, "Oh, they show too much, man. They show me everything about the series. I don't need to watch it now. I'm gonna watch the first, the third, and the fifth episode. I'm good."
Magic Mike, here's the problem though. That comment had enough validity a year, maybe 6 months ago. You are absolutely right. As we got all these series and movies coming out, now you got to prove something to me. I feel like they can't deliver anymore. That's just personally how I feel. Phase 4
I do feel a little bit like that.
No, and I would agree with that. I'm just saying I don't want too much. Maybe they're afraid they show too much. Nobody will like it. But I think we're gonna get it more and more. There's gonna be more trailers released, obviously. So
it's just a little teaser. I get it. They probably haven't got it all finalized. Dave in the chat room says the same thing. MCU is lacking big time. So they certainly are.
It's not a secret. Everybody knows it. And I got this whole from D23, out of the whole event, I feel like the Marvel part of the event was lackluster. The whole event for Marvel, I didn't feel they didn't do anything for me.
Well, they introduced so many things that we knew was coming. So they talked about the new Captain America piece. They talked about Rhodey's piece and this new armor wars and just stuff that I go, it's stuff. Don't get me wrong. The Brie Larson was there for Miss Marvel and the Marvels, which is coming, which we knew was coming. Again, it's just stuff. Wakanda Forever was showed up. That's cool.
But was anybody else in the room when they announced Captain America expecting to see Chris Evans? I just like, I forgot they changed him. They said, when they said new Captain America, yes. Listen,
Rob
I actually did too. Yeah,
that room talks about Mufasa. They introduced that, which is going to be after Lion King. It's going to go his role in Mufasa. No, I'm just kidding. It's pre-Lion King.
Yeah, I was going to say what?
Just kidding. Come on,
Mufasa.
It's not in the show notes.
Ooh, say it again. I thought that's kind of cool. I'm okay with that as long as they do Mufasa right, and if they can get James Earl Jones to do the voice again, that's good. That's brilliant. So,
yeah, you gotta get it now. I don't know how much time that guy's got left.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Because it's not funny, or it is funny, or it's trying to be funny, but it's not funny. Maybe that's it. Because that's to me, Rob. That's the thing. MCU, it's so much trying to be funny, and I'm like, just focus on the story and the action, and we'll be fine. Let the funny fall in. But
Hey, listen,
I'll tell you this: as long as Star Wars keeps our man around, our new George Lucas,
Yeah.
I think we'll be fine. And they keep the duo going, you know.
Correct.
I think that's key. But to the funny piece, because I made a mistake this past week. Moose said, "Hey, listen, don't watch Love and Thunder, the first, whatever." And I was like, you know what? Let me just check it out. And it's exactly what it says, just like some kind of wannabe comedy going on in the beginning. And it was just,
Isn't it crazy? Did you see it, Magic Mike? Because I'm telling you,
yes.
for 40 minutes, it's like, what am I watching? This is not Thor. Like, this
Yeah.
isn't Thor.
Well, I go one better for you guys. I attempted, and as soon as I saw the logo, I was like, I'm good. I watched it. And I didn't feel bad about it. Like I didn't feel like I was missing anything. I just felt like, I'd rather watch some other show, something that's nothing to do with anything. First 48. I was like,
All right, we gotta move past it. I'm sorry.
I'd rather watch Cobra Kai, or something like that.
Cobra Kai. Yeah. Hey, so let's talk about the first 2 episodes. Anybody who's familiar with Cobra Kai, this is your time to speak up or forever hold your peace. We're going to talk about the first 2 episodes. No spoilers here because there's nothing really to give you except I'll just say this. I didn't realize that they were going to start off the show with oh goodness, all of the names just escaped, just left my head. With him in Mexico looking for his dad. With Miguel.
Yes, Miguel. Yeah.
I didn't realize we were going to start the season right there because I thought that we may see less of him when we ended season 4.
You did say that. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? Certainly, that's not the case. And so far through two episodes, I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. They did okay. They did okay with it. I haven't seen enough. I think it's going to turn out really good. And my favorite part was, of course, seeing Chosen fight. I'm like, yes.
Oh man.
I got the goosebumps watching it. And I for a moment, as I'm watching this series go on for 2 episodes, I'm like, first episode, is it really enough here to continue on? And this has been my thought process in a season 5. I'm like, do they really have enough? And so far, I'm like, man, there's so much more to get going. Like I couldn't believe that I'm wanting to go to see episode 3 and then 4 and 5. I love it. Dave in the chat room says, Cobra Kai delivered, which is great to hear. I love that.
I'm curious to know how many episodes Dave has seen. So I've seen quite a few, but Moose, you are right on board here. Seeing Chosen get involved like he did, that was so awesome. Because we wanted to see that. Yeah. Because we just saw him come in last season. And we didn't get to see him as he is now. And so those first 2 episodes, they have delivered so far. And watching Cobra Kai is like, we're taking over the world. So the commercials, buying, yes, I love it. Love it.
You guys hit the nail on the head. Even same thing I felt with you, Moose. First episode, I'm like, man, is it gonna get cheesy? Is what I was thinking. Is it too much now? But they did a great job.
But it's been cheesy and we liked it.
No, but what I mean, like cheesy, like High School Musical cheesy. That kind of like over the top. Not that they had musical, but I'm just saying over the top, just ridiculous.
Yeah, they break out in song and a dance contest. No, but JP asked, why can't do a Marvel or why can't Marvel do what Cobra Kai's done? Game God. I mean, why can't they do that? Why can't they replicate something for 5 seasons now and continue it on, even though this is a 30-year-old movie?
So a wise guy, wise young man told me once, hey, when I give you a gift, don't use it all in one shot, right? And I tell you right now, Cobra Kai, if you had a pizza pie, they're not giving you a slice, they're giving you a quarter of one slice each time a season comes out. So what I'm basically saying is that they're saving their material. To your point,
right?
When you saw the end of episode 2, that fight scene. Yeah. Oh man! First of all, that guy looks like he's in great shape.
He does. Yeah,
he's in great shape. Yeah. And if I was that last dude who got up, I wouldn't have fought. I was like,
I'm out.
I'm good.
But for that reason, I'm out.
I'm out. And what I really enjoyed is that as he was, and I'm trying to keep as much out of it without spoiling it. He was watching the other guy as he's doing these moves, and looking him in the eye, and
Yep.
especially that last move when he grabbed him out there and said, "Look, this is what I'm capable of doing," and then left him alone. The line has been drawn.
Yes.
Miyaki-san. But
Well-
I thought it was done really well.
Yeah.
I look forward. Again, we've only seen the first two.
Yeah.
I had to stop at 2 because I didn't want to see any more to ruin it.
So much. Yeah.
But I can't wait to finish it.
Well, and I've seen more of them. I can't wait to talk more with the other ones with you guys. I'm excited for that. And just as a side note, Netflix is actually moving away because we binge them. I binge them a lot. They're moving away from the binge model.
Of course they
and
are.
they're actually going to start going to weekly releases.
Yeah, they're also
that's
going to go to
interesting.
commercials. Remember that.
Yes, they are.
That's
Yep.
the reason why they're going to be able to do that. And that's fine. You know, I have a problem with a weekly release. I like
don't
something to watch every week. I'm fine with that. You know, the difference is I don't like commercials and I don't like ads. Oh, however, I will say, not on the docket, but I will say this: Pluto TV is probably one of the best things out there. I love it. It's free, and I get to watch all my old shows. I absolutely
Matlock. For that.
Did you realize that when he played Matlock, do you realize that I'm as old as Andy Griffith was when he played Matlock? I'm as old as him.
Man, you look
Wow, I
just
did not know that.
I'm just kidding. I just wanted to see who had something smart to say. Like
it looks just good. He looks just as good. I'm just saying. Hey, on the Cobra Kai piece, the tomato meter, you'd be surprised on the score here.
I'm not going to be surprised because the tomato meter gives She-Hulk an 87 or something like that, or 96 or something like that. So no, I'm not going to be surprised.
Well, the tomato meter gave Cobra Kai a 100%.
Yeah, that's good.
And the audience,
I would agree with him.
And the audience to 95.
Oh, by the way, a lot of those folks from Cobra Kai is going to be out there at FanX. We might run into a few of them, so I'm actually looking forward to that. Looking forward to it. And also, by the way, one of the things from Disney is Vincent D'Onofrio, of course, returning as Kingpin. We talked about that a while back, along with Charlie Cox as Daredevil. And I got to tell you, we have something set up with Vincent D'Onofrio in FanX.
Yes.
I am excited about that. So that's going to be exciting. I can't wait to stand beside him because I'm going to see what the camera really does for him. I don't know how tall he is. But I want to see who's bigger, me or Kingpin. And I'm excited to see that.
I got wagers coming. Don't worry about it.
But we'll be seeing him. So anyway.
Mike, did you pick the over or the under? I don't remember.
Oh, I picked the over.
Okay.
Definitely go the over. Okay. Last thing here on the docket, Rings of Power. The episode 4 was out. We hadn't talked about it, I don't think, a couple weeks, but
episode 4's out.
Yeah, they came out with 2. The first one was
Right.
2, and then it was 3, and then 4. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's been 3 weeks. Yeah. But let me just tell you, this is probably my favorite episode so far.
Okay.
It delivered on so many levels. I thought it was going to be a little slow in the beginning, and I was like, wow, it's kind of slow. It's not slow. It's good.
So are you saying it's kind of slow based on the previous episodes? Is that what you were saying you thought it was going to be?
No, I thought it was going to be kind of slow just the way it started. The way the kind of the opening scenes, the way it starts, I was like, it's going to be kind of slow. It wasn't. It wasn't slow at all. There's a lot of story in it, but it's a lot of good story in it if you really understand. Go ahead, buddy.
Magic Mike, I'm going to let you deal with it. I just want to make a controversial statement here. All right. I typically don't agree with JP. As a matter of fact, I'll go on the record and say I never agree with JP. Right. But I think JP's right on this one. The first 3 episodes for me were pretty slow. And I get it because Lord of the Rings, there's a lot of lore. There's a lot of storytelling. And this goes back to like episode 200 and change in the podcast. And I think I might have said something to the fact of whenever they start using names I can't pronounce and places I can't
They
spell.
still do that.
Yeah, I have a hard time getting engulfed in the show. And what keeps me coming is because it's a Lord of the Rings feature, and it's going to pull me back in. Episode 4, it is. Episode. I'm going to get sued here for that comment. So, episode 4 for me was like, this is why I turned it on, because you are absolutely right, Moose. Episode 4 was great. I'll leave it there. I know Magic Mike wants to go.
Well, I just okay. We're gonna have a couple of very rare things happen tonight. First of all, Game God, he never agrees with JP, and I rarely agree with Game God. And I got to tell you, I have been underwhelmed with the first 3 episodes. And because to me, it's felt like it's been just several different love interests that they're trying to bring together, a hodgepodge of them going, oh, we have this group love interest, this love interest. I don't care about that. I want Lord of the Rings style stuff going on, and I don't feel that we have it. I don't feel that we have it's very cohesive because of that, because they're pulling around these different love interests. There are some cool moments because it is Lord of the Rings, it is Rings of Power, it is that type of atmosphere where you have, you have the hobbits and you have the humans and the elves. You have all those things, which is awesome, what we wanted. But other than that, I don't think they've done a good enough job of creating the story as we know it to be, or as we have had it before in the past. And I think they're missing the boat. But according to you guys, and I haven't seen episode 4, and I'm disappointed that I didn't realize where we were and where we were on it. But I'm looking forward to seeing this and hoping that it changes.
Okay. First of all, I just say I want to go on record by saying that Magic Mike's out of his mind, and so are you, Game God. You guys are horrible human beings, and
wow,
yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
There's so much story to tell. The world is so big. I love what they've done. I think that the writing has been spot on. It's probably I haven't seen the latest episode of House of the Dragon, but I could probably tell you that this is probably the best thing out there right now.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Wow, you are crazy.
It's so good. It's so
You're
good.
a horrible human being. I cannot believe you're saying
Magic Mike,
this.
go ahead, Magic Mike. Give him the shots.
My goodness gracious! I mean, we have creatures falling from the sky and some kind of rock formation or something. Where did that come from? Even so, it's like, how does that fit into the lore that we don't even know what that is right now? So it's outer space. It's outer space.
Yeah.
That's nothing to do with Lord of the Rings.
And get ready. That's what you should be worried about.
And to your point, Magic Mike, the story, it's just like you feel like you get throw a dart on the wall. Oh, we're gonna talk that story right now. Throw another dart on the wall. We're gonna go over here. You're absolutely right. There's no cohesiveness. It's very, very muddy. And we're comparing it to obviously the Lord of the Rings series, all the movies and how it flows. Like it doesn't feel epic. When I saw the trailer, the trailer felt epic. Like, this is gonna be great. And they must have shown only the good parts in episodes.
Yes, yeah.
Because when I watch it, I don't feel like I'm pulled into the world. I feel like it's generic. I feel like we're watching the Wish version.
It's so crazy because these are the dots that you fail to connect. The dots that you fail to connect. And in this episode, this is a spoiler if you haven't seen it. Oh well.
That's how we do this now. Okay,
I got it. I'm trying to tell you something. This is important. Hey, it's not my problem. You failed to watch the episode.
Okay, Solo. Okay, Solo.
Okay,
Solo.
They introduce a character here that ties directly, straight line, right to Lord of the Rings.
Imagine it only took 4 episodes for that.
Very opening scene
of
love
Lord interest? Of the Rings. Which love interest?
Very Lord of the Rings. Not love interest.
It's 4 episodes.
This is why it's so important that you pay attention and watch it, because it is just a straight line, and it's
that's what I'm expecting.
It's an incredible story. Episode 4 tells, and how it connects all the dots that you say weren't there before. All of a sudden, you go boom, 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 boom. It just connects a whole.
That's a little far-fetched, Moose. I don't know.
It's not. I can
I'm not even
right now if you want.
No, I don't want you to, because I haven't seen it. I'm not even sure about the dots.
Hold on to Magic Mike. This is coming from a guy sitting there in the black looking like Steve Jobs. This is coming from him who didn't like Lord of the Rings and saying, I don't know about that. I'm telling you straight right now, as a Lord of the Rings guy, it connects at least 5 dots.
But
I believe that. But my thing is that it's the love interest that I'm falling asleep to. I don't want to see those things because it's not important. It's just not. We haven't had that before, except for maybe 1 or 2 here and there, and now they're having like 3 or 4 at a time. As a matter of fact, Amazon, what they did was, after the first 2 release, they held back with it after the ratings on it for 72 hours, because they were trying to weed out the trolls. It's like, so now we're going to control what people, the reviews on it. So they were holding back reviews. My guess is they weren't that great.
Yeah, 39% on the Rotten Tomato score for audience.
Doesn't matter.
But
Doesn't matter.
but to your
She-Hulk
point,
97 on there. So what do you think?
so I wanna
Okay.
say this.
Touche.
I want to say this. No one's disputing the fact that episode 4 was great. Episode 4 was a great episode.
Yeah, we didn't give any spoilers, JP. Don't worry.
Yeah, episode 4 was a great episode. But 1, 2, and 3, I'm like, what is this? You can again. I'm going to reiterate, just for the record books. JP was right on this one thing. You could throw away episodes 1, 2, and 3. Start with the 4th one. This is WandaVision written all over again.
The fans disagree.
What fans? No, they don't.
39% of the fans, I guess.
I just talked with them. Those are trolls. I just spoke with all of the fans. We took a poll on if you like to go to it. It's called ringsofpower.org, and you can go there and take the poll yourself. All right. I'm just kidding. I'll go there.
People are typing it in.
Yes, they are.
Sharing the site right now. Don't worry. It'll be a PayPal right to the podcast. Don't worry.
Scan the QR
right.
code while you're there.
Scan our QR code, please. Listen, I think you're missing out. If you're not watching it, you're missing out. If you are watching it, you know, and I know that episode 4 is certainly the best episode of the whole series. No question there, but it connects so many dots, and then all of a sudden you go, oh, that's who it is.
By the way, you're also nuts to say it's the best show out and everything on TV right now. That's a little much too. I don't think that's I don't know what you're watching.
I think if you listen to the People's Champion, which is myself, I think if you listen to the People's Champion, you'll know that they've spoken and said, Lord, the Rings of Power is the best show right now out on television.
Sorry, that has not happened.
Yeah, they have.
I haven't received that message.
Go to the .org.
Go Google it.
We just did.
Go to .cc.
There you go. .cc.
.cc. Yeah.
So you think Rings of Power is better than House of the Dragon?
It is.
Oh, you're out of your mind.
I'm telling you, it is.
You're out of your mind. I can't. I don't even have a response.
No spoilers, JP. We haven't get any spoilers. What are you talking about?
And he's the one who said that 4 was the best.
Yeah, I don't know why he's concerned about spoilers.
Yeah, I'm just saying he wants to say the spoilers. That's why. Moose held a focus group with his other 7 personalities.
This is true, Dave. This is true.
Hey, we hear about them in the pregame. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you have no idea.
You have no idea.
There you go. Yeah, that guy's not ready for him yet.
That's one.
So, but I have a feeling though, Moose, just to give you just a little bit of credit, I have a feeling from here on out we'll probably get more what we're looking for after this 4th episode. It just took too long for the first 3 for me.
Okay.
The JP recycling the comment from last week.
Yeah, that was he's just a copy and paste. He's got
that's what that is. I didn't know he can do that. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's F3 on his keyboard.
Yeah, listen, I wasn't on last week and I saw that comment. So there you go.
Yeah. Hey, I love it. The trolls are out, huh, Moose? The trolls are out.
Trolls are out.
Yeah, they are. All right, Magic Mike, any last thoughts?
Listen, Rings of Power is not better than House of the Dragon, and I don't even watch it as much as you guys do. So there you go.
I've watched it as many as you have. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about House of the Dragon being related to being related to the Game of Thrones. I have not been in that, and I know House of the Dragon is better than Rings of Power as of right now. Not seeing episode 4.
I can't wait for you to taste. hey, how do you want this served? That's what I want to know.
What? So you're missing what I'm saying. I'm not saying that.
No, I'm saying that once you watch 4, I want to know how you want to eat those words.
What words about the love interest?
Hey, apparently one episode erases the first 3. That does sound like one.
You'll see. You'll see.
It's like you put a cheat code in for level 4. Click, 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 click. There you go. First 3 levels where Man, listen, it doesn't change the fact that the first
3 levels.
Yeah, exactly right. It doesn't change that. First 3. Hey, I only watched the first 3 episodes because I had to. It was how boring it was to me.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just telling you. it connects so many dots. And then
Moose, it's a little disappointing. You're not typically wrong on a lot of things. And
I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong here either.
Mm.
But coming from a guy who doesn't like Lord of the Rings, I'm not
I
surprised.
like Lord of
that
the
you have
Rings.
that advice.
I
See,
like
that's
Lord of the
that's where I'm
No.
struggling because he doesn't like Lord of the Rings. That's where I'm
Exactly.
I like Lord of the Rings.
Well, look, thanks for joining. Thanks for the chat room for all the comments. We love that stuff. Join us Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll catch you next week. We will. That'll be the last one before the con. See you soon.
I was just leaving. Da-da-da-da.
Nerd alert, nerd alert, nerd alert, nerd alert.
You've been listening to Podcast for Sci-Fi with Moose, Game God, and Magic Mike. Nerds have more fun. If it's anything sci-fi, we're talking about it. We had fun, and we hope you did too. We have to split, but we'll be back soon. In the meantime, hit us up at podcast4sci-fi.com. This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. Come to life.